Fallout New Vegas, very hardcore walkthrough, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. For ArmageddonGaming.com, this is Back in the Saddle.
Okay.
This is totally a tutorial mission. Once you step foot out of the doctor's house, he's gonna tell you to go to this here saloon. We're gonna go meet up with this chick. Her name is Sunny, and her dog, who is a dog.
Yeah.
Her dog meat.
There's a thing or two I could show you.
Keep in mind that you know how there's always that threshold in the story that what am I trying to say? Like, you can still change a character before you go back to a certain point. Like when you cross a certain point, it'll be like, you sure you want to leave, or do you want to edit your stuff right now?
Right, like most people would understand that, like the moment when you're about to leave the vault, the game is like, you sure you want to go?
Yeah, that point is not actually when you leave that house. That point is actually when you start to walk out towards the wasteland.
Spoilers.
There is no spoilers.
Anyway, we're going to come back here. She's going to say, hey, you want to learn how to shoot? I'm going to say, yes, I do want to learn how to shoot because this game has iron sights.
It does, but it doesn't really affect that much.
Yeah, not really. So she gives you a gun and some ammo, which is really cool. Now, at most points in this mission, you can just quit. It's going to say, like, end tutorial if you don't want to help her out. But you should help her out because she gives you caps.
Yeah, she loves her some caps.
Also, it's really easy, and you're going to get some real cheap experience. And if you're quick on the draw with shooting these geckos in a second, we're actually going to get some free water.
Yeah.
So that was me just using VATS just to get it out of the way, because it was the first time I had used it all game. And every time you use something for the first time, it's like, here's the VDSGB manual for using this. I'm like, dude, please scan my game history. I know how to play this game on this engine.
It's definitely worth doing the tutorial, especially on very hard or hardcore.
Right.
Because the rewards you can get from it, definitely worth it.
Up until this point, sleeping, eating, and water is not really an issue at all. Matter of fact, these geckos are going to supply quite a bit of food.
How much food?
Tons of just... It's going to be the kind of food that just runs at you with its mouth open, all wobbly.
Yeah.
Alright, so when you get here, she's going to say, you should go sneak up on them. But they're like a quarter-mile away, and there's no sneaking up on them. Come on now, Sonny, let's not be ridiculous.
If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to
Pretty
just
easy mission. Huh.
It is. You can just walk around this boulder. I just take a pot shot at them from really far away. I mean, why go through the trouble of trying to sneak around them? See, like, I'm sneaking here, and I believe I caught them on the spawn. Oh, by the way, I also caught those sarsaparilla bottles that you shoot behind the saloon.
Yeah.
I caught them spawning.
Did you?
Yep. They got busted.
Aww.
So these geckos are awesome.
There definitely seems to be some scripted events because there's one part a little while in, maybe like in 2 or 3 hours in.
Oh, look at you, mister. I've played the game for hours and just love to talk about what's gonna happen. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Like, there's a building, and there's nothing around this building. It's just an empty building.
There's 2 more that still need clearing.
But when you pick up a quest, you gotta go find this dude, and the dude's actually leaning up against the building. So, like, stuff like that, it only happens when you start certain quests.
Yeah, well, Fallout 3 was the same way. It's not a matter of scripting, it's just certain things don't appear until whatever is activated. And I mean, what are you going to do? So we're going to follow Sunny to the next location to take out some more of these geckos. Now, she's going to take the low road after you clear these guys out. I suggest taking the high road. It's just past this windmill / water thing. Also, early level Fallout gameplay, shooting wise, is just the worst.
Because you don't have that much ammo.
not only is it the matter of not having ammo, but like Vat's shots miss at just close range, or they hit and they do no damage. So now she's running down that way. I'm gonna continue on this way. There's a Good Springs resident down here who's being attacked by some geckos. The first time I played this, I accidentally shot her. I made sure not to do that. You can drop down right here, and I suggest you use VATS to just take these guys out as fast as possible. If you can manage to save her, she's going to give you some water as thanks. You're also going to get a good reputation with the residents of Good Springs for this.
Yep.
Did you manage to keep her alive?
I did manage to keep her alive.
I managed to kill her once. I was really nervous because I thought I was going to walk back into town and everyone was going to be like, "You killed my wife."
So she is the wife of the entire town?
Well, obviously, you know, the apocalypse has happened, so...
Got a mate?
Polygamy... No, actually it's super monogamy then, isn't it? Like just crazy monogamy?
I suppose that could be a thing.
Holy moly.
Yeah, so you gotta talk to her before she's gonna give it to you. She's not just gonna be like, "Hey, dude."
For sure. I came up here to draw water, but here.
You know what?
I have what I got.
What?
I'm thirsty.
That might just be a boy, too. I can't even tell.
It was a girl. At least on
sure
my
about
game
that?
it was a girl. On my game it was a girl.
I don't know, it's not so obvious.
Now that was some good work.
Maybe the dress. I don't know.
The dress gave it away.
Yeah, alright, so we're gonna go talk to Sunny. She's gonna start up the next quest. It is called By a Campfire on the Trail. So we're gonna go pick this bad boy up over there. See you next time.
We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.